Let me ask you something. Are you truly happy with your life right now? Or do you feel like you're stuck in the same cycle, doing the same things every day and hoping for something to change? Maybe you've tried to fix things before. You've made promises to yourself, set goals, even worked hard for a while. But somehow you always end up back where you started, right? You're not alone. Many of us feel this way at some point. We want a better life, but we get overwhelmed, distracted, or lose motivation along the way. It feels like no matter what we do, nothing works. But here's the truth: change is possible. You don't need some big life-changing event to turn things around. You don't need to be perfect, rich, or lucky. What you need is a few simple habits. Small, practical changes that you can start today. I'm not here to give you fluff or false promises. I'm here to share 6 habits that completely changed my life, and they can do the same for you. If you're ready to break free from feeling stuck and start seeing real progress, let's dive in together. Start your day with purpose. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. If your mornings are rushed, chaotic, or unplanned, chances are your entire day feels the same way. That's why creating a simple morning habit can make a huge difference in your life. Starting the day with purpose doesn't mean waking up at the crack of dawn or having an overly strict routine. It's about finding a few small actions that make you feel calm and ready to face the day. Even 10 minutes of focused time for yourself can change how the rest of your day unfolds. When you start with intention, you feel more in control instead of letting the day overwhelm you. For example, take a moment to plan your day. Decide what the most important tasks are and focus on those. Writing them down helps you organize your thoughts and feel less stressed. You can also add a simple activity like stretching, drinking water, or sitting quietly for a few minutes. These small steps can help you feel grounded before diving into the day's demands. Avoiding distractions in the morning is also important. Many people wake up and immediately grab their phones, scrolling through emails or social media. While it might feel like you're staying connected, this habit can make you feel distracted and reactive. Instead, use the first moments of your day to focus on yourself, not on what others expect from you. The beauty of starting your day with purpose is that it doesn't require a massive change. It's not about being perfect, but about making small, consistent improvements. Even a few minutes of planning or self-care in the morning can boost your mood and productivity for the rest of the day. Give it a try tomorrow and see how it transforms your day. Develop a morning routine. Your mornings have the power to shape your entire day. If you wake up with no plan, rushing to get out the door, or starting work in a flurry of chaos, you're already setting yourself up for stress. But when you create a steady morning routine, you take control of your day before it even begins. A morning routine doesn't need to be complicated. It's not about waking up at an exact hour or cramming in dozens of activities. It's about finding a rhythm that works for you, something simple that helps you feel calm, focused, and ready. Even 20 minutes of a consistent routine can make a world of difference. Start with small steps that feel manageable. For instance, try waking up a bit earlier to give yourself extra time before the day's demands hit. Use those moments for something that sets a positive tone. Maybe it's stretching, reading, or enjoying your coffee without rushing. It could even be as simple as making your bed. These small actions create a sense of accomplishment right from the start. One thing to avoid in your routine is immediately reaching for your phone. Checking notifications or social media can pull you into a reactive mindset, where you're responding to the world instead of focusing on yourself. Instead, take that time to focus on activities that align with your goals or make you feel centered. Consistency is the key to making your routine stick. At first, it might feel strange or like an extra effort, but over time, it will become second nature. A good morning routine is not just about productivity, it's about setting yourself up for a better day emotionally, mentally, and physically. So what could your morning routine look like? Think of 1 or 2 small changes you can start tomorrow. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to feel right for you. When you take control of your mornings, you'll notice a ripple effect on the rest of your day and your life. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people and environments you surround yourself with have a massive impact on your mindset and motivation. If you're constantly around negativity, people who complain, doubt you, or bring you down, it's easy to feel stuck and discouraged. But when you spend time with positive, supportive people, you'll find yourself feeling inspired and energized. It's not just about people, though. Your surroundings, including the books you read, the media you consume, and even your physical space, play a role in shaping your thoughts and attitudes. For example, reading an inspiring book or listening to a podcast from someone you admire can fill your mind with fresh ideas and motivation. On the other hand, scrolling endlessly through social media or watching content that makes you feel unworthy can drain your energy. Take a moment to reflect on the people in your life. Are they helping you grow, or are they holding you back? It doesn't mean you have to cut people out completely, but it does mean being intentional about how much time and energy you give to certain relationships. Seek out those who challenge you to be better, who celebrate your wins, and who support you during tough times. Sometimes you'll need to be your own positive influence. If you don't have a strong support system right now, start by working on your own mindset. Spend time learning, growing, and setting an example for the kind of energy you want to attract. When you focus on surrounding yourself with positivity, you'll notice your attitude shift and life will start feeling a little lighter and more hopeful. Remember, the environment you create for yourself matters. Choose wisely, and you'll see the difference it makes in how you think, feel, and approach your goals. Learn to say no. One of the hardest lessons in life is realizing you can't do everything. There's only so much time and energy in a day, and if you spend it saying yes to everything, you'll end up overwhelmed and burned out. That's why learning to say no is such a powerful habit. It helps you protect your time and focus on what really matters. Many of us struggle with saying no because we don't want to disappoint others or seem unhelpful. But constantly agreeing to things that don't align with your priorities comes at a cost. You sacrifice your own goals, mental peace, and even physical energy. Think about how often you've taken on tasks out of guilt or obligation, only to regret it later because it added unnecessary stress to your life. Saying no doesn't have to be harsh or rude. It's about being honest with yourself and others. If someone asks for your time or help and you know it will take away from your own important tasks, it's okay to politely decline. For example, you can say, "I'd love to help, but I'm really focusing on insert your priority right now. Maybe next time." This way, you're being respectful but still standing firm. When you say no to things that don't serve your goals, you create space for the things that do. You'll have more time to focus on your work, relationships, health, or anything else that matters to you. And the best part? People will often respect your boundaries more than you think. It shows that you value your time and are serious about your commitments. Remember, every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something that could be life-changing. So the next time you're faced with a decision, pause and ask yourself, does this help me grow? Does this align with my goals? If the answer is no, don't be afraid to speak up. Your time is precious, treat it that way. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-care. And it's essential for a focused and balanced life. Take responsibility for your actions. One of the most empowering things you can do in life is take full responsibility for your actions. It's easy to blame others or your circumstances when things don't go as planned, but the truth is, pointing fingers doesn't solve the problem. When you own up to your choices and the outcomes they create, you take back control of your life. Think about this: every decision you make, big or small, shapes the direction of your life. If something isn't going well, whether it's in your work, relationships, or health, ask yourself, what can I do to change this? It's not about beating yourself up over mistakes, it's about recognizing your role and finding ways to improve. When you shift from blaming others to taking responsibility, you give yourself the power to make better choices moving forward. For example, if you're struggling with your goals, instead of saying, "I didn't have enough time," try reflecting on how you used the time you did have. Maybe you spent hours scrolling through your phone or procrastinating on tasks. Once you acknowledge this, you can take steps to manage your time better. Taking responsibility also builds trust and respect with others. People admire those who admit their mistakes and work to fix them. It shows maturity and a willingness to grow. On the flip side, constantly blaming others makes you look defensive and unwilling to improve. This mindset doesn't mean you're responsible for everything that happens in life. Some things are beyond your control. But even in those moments, you can choose how you respond. Do you dwell on the problem, or do you focus on finding solutions? Taking responsibility means focusing on what you can do instead of waiting for someone else to fix things. It's a powerful shift. When you stop blaming and start owning your actions, you feel more confident and capable. You realize that you're not a victim of your circumstances, you're the driver of your own life. So the next time something goes wrong, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? That's the mindset that leads to growth, progress, and lasting success. Focus on progress, not perfection. Perfection is a trap that holds so many people back. We often think that unless something is flawless, it's not worth doing. But the truth is, waiting for perfection is one of the biggest reasons people never start or finish what they want to achieve. That's why focusing on progress, not perfection, is so important. Progress is about taking steps, no matter how small, toward your goals. It's not about doing everything perfectly, it's about showing up, trying, and improving little by little. Think about it, even the most successful people didn't get everything right the first time. They failed, learned, and kept moving forward. Their success wasn't built on being perfect, it was built on consistency and effort. Let's say you've always wanted to write a book, but the idea of making it perfect overwhelms you. Instead of worrying about the whole book, start by writing 1 page a day. Over time, those small actions add up. And before you know it, you'll have something real, something you can build on. The same goes for anything in life: fitness, career, relationships. Small progress beats big intentions every time. One thing to remember is that mistakes are not failures. They are proof that you're trying, learning, and growing. Each time you make a mistake, you're one step closer to getting it right. Don't fear being imperfect, fear staying in the same place because you never started. Think of progress as planting seeds. Each small action you take is like watering those seeds. It might not look like much at first, but with time and patience, you'll see them grow into something amazing. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your dreams, so stop aiming for perfect. Perfect isn't real, but progress is. Take action, even if it's messy or imperfect, because every step forward counts. When you focus on progress, you'll not only see results, you'll feel proud of yourself for trying and moving forward. Keep going. You've got this. And there you have it, 6 habits that can change your life in just 1 week. These aren't magical fixes, and they don't require massive effort or big leaps. They're small, practical steps that can help you take control of your time, your mindset, and your future. The truth is, real change doesn't happen overnight. It happens when you decide to take 1 step forward, then another, and keep going even when it feels hard. The best part is, you don't have to be perfect at these habits. Just try. Start small and focus on progress, not perfection. Whether it's building a morning routine, saying no to distractions, or surrounding yourself with positive people, each habit brings you closer to the life you want. Now it's your turn. Which habit will you start with today? Remember, even the smallest change can have a huge impact over time. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the right time. Start now, because your future self will thank you for it. Life is too short to stay stuck. You have the power to create a better version of yourself, 1 habit at a time. So go out there, take action, and watch how your life transforms. You've got this.